Приветствую. Что ж, дальше Mass Effect Andromeda. И я попал, получается, на Nexus. Надо посмотреть, что на нем творится. Потом, видимо, летать по планеткам. И я вроде как настроил громкость в игре побольше. Довольно странно, что сама она тихая, но нужно лезть в конфиг и делать 200-300%. Подозреваю, что и 200 будет маловато. $10 000 шейдеров, эх. И то поделать. Весь современный рендер это чисто шейдеры. Так. Где это?
Hello, console. You and I are going to be very good friends. We'll get you all fixed up and ready to go in no time. As soon as we hook you up to all that juicy power.
Солариан жжет.
Inventory record accurate. You weren't listed as bringing that many colony power generators along. Really? Excellent. I'll let Addison know. She'll be pleased.
Так, ладно, что у нас здесь? Карта, кстати, ж есть? Что такое за иконка? Возможно, стоит немного графику прикрутить, а ну-ка. А, ну это сейчас она перезапуститься захочет. Скажем, освещение чуток уменьшить и тени. И эффект, ладно, на среднее. А не надо перезагружать, хорошо. Так, что мне стена может предложить?
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the
Та же,
initiative.
что и у нас была.
It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud look around at...
Founder Garson's office. Please select a topic.
А, хотя нет, ну ладно. Так, статус перспективности.
Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk.
Мои данные работника.
You are Scott Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait?
Персонал.
For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros.
Состояние Nexus.
Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations.
Процесс отбора.
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
Ну и выйти. Все, пошли дальше. Так.
forgot to hit confirm when you filled out the forms. They're not listed. Nah, it's fine. If you say you fixed them, you did. I'll just check those boxes for you.
Так, это меня сюда вело. Мариетта.
What am
Кто?
I going to do? It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Турянка, что ли? За какое преступление?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Конечно.
I'd be happy.
Поиграем в детективов.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Хорошо, я передам Нилкину, что я его люблю. Статус Апекс. Лейтенант, если судить по рапорту 16С, мы так и не смогли закрепиться ни в одном из секторов. Вряд ли мы чего-то сможем добиться без должной разведки и точных сведений о врагах. Риски, а также постоянную растрату ресурсов жизни уже вряд ли можно назвать оправданными. Боевой дух крайне низок, и не стоит ожидать от солдат слишком многого. Кандрос. И что такое? Задание для ударных отрядов?
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
Кандрос, давай с тобой поговорим.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Отправлять с какой целью?
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts holding key positions, or just distracting the kit. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Кетты? Это эти хреновины, которые на нас нападали? А другого имени придумать не могли? Кетты. Турникеты.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now
Store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish.
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
Здорово, профессор. Эй, давай с тобой поговорим.
engineering update. We are
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Hirik, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Могу я присоединиться?
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Что тут творится?
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Не теряй надежду.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Хорошо. А ты мне что предложишь, шеф Люкан?
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Попробуйте меня остановить.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Получите доступ к терминалу. Ладно, получим. Так. Что за записи охраны? Ограничение ущерба. Кому? Тирен Кандрас, Джарон Тан, директор инициативы Андромеда. Кандрас, как вам известно, во время вашего отсутствия на Нексусе случился бунт. Обстановка накалилась очень быстро. Как мы полагаем, все началось со стрельбы на гидропонной ферме и кражи в арсенале. Мотивацией к восстанию послужили разные факторы. Безусловно, сыграла роль стадное чувство, но для лидеров, в том числе вашей предшественницы, бывшего директора охраны Слоан Келли, это было заведомое предательство. Предпринимались слабые попытки описать и оценить ущерб, нанесенный соучастниками Слоан в ходе восстания. Украденные припасы, сломанное оборудование, все такое. Но я надеялся, что ополчение сможет составить официальный отчет. Чтобы выжить, нам необходимо знать, с чем мы столкнулись, директор Тан. Ограничение ущерба. Кому? Джарон Тан, директор инициативы Андромеда, от Тиран Кандрас. Директор Тан, мне нужно, чтобы мои подопечные занимались защитой станции, а не инвентаризацией. Если же вам очень нужен отчет ополчения, я поручу его сержанту Нелсу. Кстати, насколько я понимаю, изгнанники больше подчинялись Каликсу, чем Слоан. Разве не он поднял мятеж? Кандрас. Кому? Тиран Кандрас, от Джарон Тан, директор инициативы Андромеда. Возможно, Каликс Корванис и начал мятеж, но Слоан открыто объявила о своих намерениях. Я знаю, что она была о вас высокого мнения, но надеюсь, что вы сможете сохранить беспристрастность в том, что касается этой задачи. Директор Тан. Кому? Джарун Тан, директор инициативы Андромеда, Тирен Кандрас. Слоан Келли обманула мои ожидания, никаких проблем не возникнет. Кандрас. Кому? Тирен Кандрас, от Джарун Тан, директор инициативы Андромеда. Отлично, значит, вы не будете против отправить небольшой тайный разведотряд, чтобы выяснить, куда могла деться Слоан и изгнанники. Я не хочу неприятных сюрпризов, когда мы наладим колонию. Директор Тан. Доклад изгнанники. Кому? Джарун Тан, директор инициативы Андромеда, Тирен Кандрас. Пересылаю отряд 232. След остыл. Нашли нечто похожее на заброшенные лагеря в системе Пфайфер, но живых обитателей там нет, только кладбище. Среди мертвых была конспиратор Ирида, но не Слоан Келли, Кандрас. Я ж могу всякий мусор продать. А можно его сразу одной тычкой? Продать весь утиль, да. Всякого барахла. Так, это 7 крестоносец, 3600. Что это вообще? Дробовик. Редкая. Дробовиками я не думаю, что буду часто пользоваться. Это штурмовка. Это ближний бой. Абадан, снайперка. Какой у меня ствол? Вообще могу тут в магазине сравнить? Да. М8 стиль. Так, больше урон, меньше... И вот это редкая, да, называется? 36... ну хотя она... Так. Ничего, так, в принципе, повышает урон. Но точность ниже. Не, пока не буду тратиться. Где я могу себе стволы прокачать? Вот в чем вопрос.
Help you?
Pathfinder Rider, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Вообще-то нормально у них экзоскелеты так должны выглядеть? Или у меня текстуры какие-то не прогружаются, и они слишком светлые стали? Моя жена говорит, что ты не виноват.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
А потом его нашли мертвым.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
То есть это было неумышленно.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Улики покажут.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Еще и с тобой поговорить можно, да?
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
А что с ценами?
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash-landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Это ресурсы. Неизвестно. Особые предметы. Расходники. Не, расходники пусть у меня пока полежат. Может пригодятся со временем. Да меня пустят? Не, красные. Тут нового не появилось, нет? Кендрос это... Чел, который возле управления отрядами стоял. Да, Кандрос.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
What's the word on the Tyrian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Убийство.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
А разве это не перегиб?
It doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
И ты ему не веришь?
And you assume he's lying.
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Враждебные чужаки.
My team ran into some not-so-friendly locals on the way here.
Bony crests, advanced tech, merciless sons of bitches. They're called the Ket. We've sighted them on several worlds already. I've seen how dangerous they are firsthand. They could take the Nexus apart. Someday Addison will believe me.
Кетты.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Прибытие в Андромеду.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Твоя роль?
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Благополучие турианцев.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Помощь ополчению.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. But that isn't news to you, right?
Всего доброго.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Поговорить с Кандросом, поговорить с... так, еще запись. Это, видимо...
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilkin, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! It seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Tempest crew should report to the docking area.
Поговорить со свидетелем шоу. Так, а там как? Y было, нет? Ладно, придется через менюшку. Где журнал? Приоритетные. Nexus, вот, первый убийца. Так. Ага. То ли дабл-кликом, то ли пробелом. Хорошо. Так, где у нас? Профессор, с тобой все нормально? Чё ты так скользить вдруг решил?
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Remember when I said I was going to take a look inside the panel here? I should perhaps have listened when you suggested not pursuing this course of action. No, I'm fine. Just a bump on my head. And don't you dare laugh.
Disembarkation
Ну,
procedures for
так,
Hyperion are on hold. Please await further
дверь.
instructions.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Теперь вы мне доверяете?
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Не надо со мной играть в эти игры.
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for EOS will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Engineering reports.
Так.
Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Тут уже тупик, да? Можно, конечно, сразу с ним поговорить по поводу ковчегов.
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Что с ними случилось?
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Пропавшие ковчеги.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Остальные ковчеги.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. But before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Проблемы Нексуса.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Смерть Джейн Гарсон.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Скверно.
Candra's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Что-то как-то немного местами веет фрилансером. От всего этого. Сланки или?
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
А где Кроганы?
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Неприязнь к Кроганам.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Инициатива Андромеда.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Истоки инициативы.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth, wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Мотивы прилета.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them. The thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
Разные расы на Нексусе.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Роль Танна.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Как удачно вообще ему получилось. Те предыдущее командование померло, а он стал главным. Может, ему сразу мозги вышибить. Структура.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
Почему?
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Я же говорю, очень ему повезло как-то. Управление доходами.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
Перспективность планеты.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Передовые станции.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Зашибись.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
Я вам что, подопытный, что ли? Проверять они будут мои успехи. Ой, где? Чё? Мужик, у тебя все норм?
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Почему паранойя?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Это нужно прекратить.
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm an engineer. not a BI. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of, but I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, that's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Что его останавливает? Я вот тоже не детектив, но детективничаю же. Так, да.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Так, штаб первопроходца, центр управления, казармы ополчения. Поговорить с... тебя просканировать, да?
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Так, на втором этаже. Да блин, не цепляйся ты за углы, надоел. Беги на второй этаж. И этот.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
А как мне к ней подойти нормально? И вот Кассиди Шоу, это та, с которой нужно поговорить по поводу убийства. Или я ее уже обезвредил, когда просканировал. Ладно, поговорим.
Cassidy Shaw, I'm Scott Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Там были кетты?
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Это освещение в игре мигает или глюки какие-то графические? Нилкин сожалелся ли о сделанном?
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been killed. The reality of the act sinking in.
А что так потрясло Рейнольдса?
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Ты была согласна с Рейнольдсом?
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Спасибо.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Опять там. Можно его действительно для профилактики пристрелю, а потом уже будем разбираться с квестами.
Something I can help you with?
Дело Нилкина.
I'm looking into the Nilken-Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
Дело может много что раскрыть.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, We'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
И что, за все время
here to
тело
serve.
никто не съел? Так, ладно, с этим квестом разобрались. Надо продолжать с панельками, наверное. Так какие нафиг приоритетные? Давай задачи в Илее. Nexus, саботаж на станции. Осмотреть казармы, осмотреть центр управления.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Казармы это ж место или нет? Там ополчение, ага. То есть где-то здесь может и есть. Так.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Еще раз. Центр управления и казармы ополчения. Не сюда. метров, это 36. Угу. О, тут дверь открылась. Прикольно. Куда это вообще ведет? А, может это... Да, это монорельс. Понятно. Приведет к моему кораблику, видимо. Вот эта панель.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used. Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Где у нас казармы? Продавец оружия. Что-то я не пойму, что тут Q не высвечивает квесты.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Так. Она где-то здесь.
Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Что-то я немного не пойму, куда метка ведет. Чё ниже? Да, понятно, что стрелочка как-то... Ну тут вроде ничего особо не было. А, ну в другом месте. Былая палуба. Так, подождет. Тут еще, может, что-то можно сделать. Камни для науки. Пошли туда.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Так, геофизический ВИ бета-версия. Описание обновления. Шеф Р. Люкан. ВГП 2031. Гибкий интерфейс, синхронизируемый с инструментроном. Ошибки минимальны. ВГП 2093. Улучшено распознавание голоса. Прибор распознает слова и алюминий, и алюминиевый. ВГП 2105. Настройки по умолчанию более не делают сенсорный экран прозрачным. Решена проблема ВГП 2027 с обнаружением сенсорного экрана. ВГП 2135. Улучшено взаимодействие с СЭМом. А ВГП это что значит? Версия... Ой, здесь включить надо. Угу. Что еще из квестов тут у меня осталось? Проверить доступные задания для отрядов. Посмотрим. Вернуть запасы, диверсия в тылу врага, избавиться от опасных материалов. Угу. Ударные отряды. Так, чтобы поддержать начинание, вы можете посылать на задание ударные отряды. В случае успеха они получают очки опыта, а райдер награды. В случае провала опыта будет мало, а награда не будет вовсе. Апекс — ударный отряд, выполняющий самые важные задания в секторе. Выберите задание и нажмите пробел, чтобы отправить туда Апекс. Игра сохранится перед запуском сетевой игры, вы возьмете на себя роль одного из оперативников Апекс в составе небольшой группы. Задание Апекс можно выполнять в сетевой игре вместе с друзьями или с помощью подбора игроков, чтобы зарабатывать награды и бонусы для первого проходца. Ага. Так, понятно. Ну, я ж могу и просто ИИ отправить, насколько я понял. Это что? Ударные отряды. Задание, а это награды. Угу. Да, отправить ударный отряд, давай. 3,5 часа. Пилите.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
Так, вот еще какой-то квест. А, поговорить с теми, кто остался еще. Кэш и Эдисон.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all.
О, у тебя даже офис с окошком. Давай поговорим.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Твоя работа.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Где Кроганы?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Сделка Кроганов с Таном.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
А почему ты здесь?
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Так, проблемы на Нексусе.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
Jean Garson?
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
Другие проблемы Нексуса?
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Генофаг?
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Вмешательство соларианцев.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Лекарство.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Так, понятно, что мы улетели вроде как до того, как Шепард лекарством все сделал. Но, может, тут можно было импортировать сейф из третьего? Вроде не было пункта. Ладно, пока все.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
Пиши, познакомились. Что у нас тут? Его патроны. Заберем. Эдисон. Так. Где она? Или он? Так. Наверху. Ага, все, хорошо. Бежим.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
Важно только то, что его больше нет.
I don't want to get into it. Things went wrong. And now I'm the one you have to deal with.
Alec Ryder wouldn't accept that kind of ultimatum. Damned if I will. We'd never have left home if we... Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Мнение о странной технике.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Пост управляющий поселениями.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Отношения с моим отцом.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
План касательно врагов.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Неудача с аванпостами.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Короче, сидели на жопе ровно и надеялись, что кто-то за них разберется из их проблем. Молодцы.
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
Да, после таких наездов надо отстегиваться от них и сваливать куда-нибудь подальше. Они пусть дохнут тут. Так, что у меня еще? Союзники, отношения, пропавшие ковчеги. Так, ну это, наверное, более глобальное будет. На планетах там инфу получать. А, это выполнено. На Гиперионе поговорить. А что? Так, стоп. Nexus. Слетать на планету. Саботаж на станции. Поговорить с диверсантом. Вот. Давай тебя.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await
Hey
further
there.
instructions.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Эдисон, мне не понравилось.
Yeah. Meeting Addison was interesting.
She doesn't know you. I do. And you're doing fine.
I appreciate it.
I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Лучшие из лучших. Если у них такой бардак, то мне можно дать команду младенцев, они справятся лучше, чем их лучшие из лучших. Так. Где диверсант? Диверсант. А ну тут что еще? 3 этажа.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omnitool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Pattle's. A third party seems likely.
Тактика отвлечения.
The real saboteur could be setting you both up.
Because we both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Давай с тобой поговорим.
Pathfinder, it's good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
Откуда информация?
We just got here. How did you know that already?
Word gets around.
Does it now?
People talk to me. Anyway, as soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
А твоя семья?
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings. I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting, but I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
Что ты тут делаешь?
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
Как тебе здесь?
How do you feel about all this now that we're here?
Hopeful. I know it's a rose-colored outlook, but someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
Have to go now. See you later.
Good luck.
Угу. Так, ладно. Что у вас тут еще есть хорошего? А, капитан Дан.
Ryder,
You're not on the bridge, Captain?
we powered it down. Can't afford to waste energy. Though Cryo Bay and Sam Node are exempt. And I told them to keep their hands off Alec's quarters. You have access now.
Thanks.
Hey, sorry about your father. He was really good at what he did. Just not so good at working with people. He was right about going planetside, though.
Для него значение имела только работа.
As long as they did their jobs, he didn't care what people thought of him.
I noticed that. If there's anything else I can help with, let me know.
Ну, ваша роль?
Now that the Hyperion is docked, what'll you do?
Normally, I'd supervise thawing out the colonists, but that's been put on hold. I hear you're the one helping resolve the issue. Good luck with that.
Ожидание.
If someone had told you that you'd be in the Andromeda cluster, even 5 years ago...
Are you kidding me? I'd have laughed them out of the quadrant. Although the way things are now isn't exactly what I was hoping for either. We all knew there was a possibility on arrival of less than ideal circumstances. When you sign up, you hope for the best and plan for the worst.
Участие в инициативе.
Why did you join the initiative? We're a long way from home.
How could I not? I love my job. Coming here, all this, it was just a logical extension of what I already do. Sailing through new stars, discovering new worlds. What self-respecting explorer could pass that up?
Это все.
Thanks for the talk.
All right. I have requests to submit, administrators to harass, and people to wake up. I'd better get to it. Good luck out there.
Вообще было бы забавно, если бы там люди изобрели еще новые технологии, ну не только люди, вообще те, кто остались в Млечном Пути, что позволило бы им быстрее сюда еще прилететь. Это тогда бы получился Ефремов, если не ошибаюсь. Ведь подобное было, а не в туманности Андромеды или случаем. Так, опять командный центр. Это ж у меня квест проверить запись охраны, да. Проверить запись. Это тот терминал с письмами? Нет. А, они, да. Так, записи охраны 1. День 522. Выявлены проблемы доступа к сети. Сбиты маркеры времени. Положительная система повторного просмотра.
This file is useless. Let's check another.
Записи охраны 2. День 523. Сохраняются проблемы доступа к сети, забиты маркеры времени, повреждена система повторного просмотра. Защита от сбоев отключилась. Требуется восстановление системы.
And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
День 525. Сохраняются проблемы доступа к сети, сбиты маркеры времени, повреждена система повторного просмотра. Защита от сбоев отключена, восстановление системы невозможно. Требуется вмешательство администратора.
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Ну ладно, пошли.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold.
Negative
Please await
match.
further instructions.
Кондрас, с тобой поговорить можно?
No news on the Turian Arc yet. Or is this militia business?
Понятно, все
Bye,
то же
Kandros.
самое.
Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Ну ладно, пошли сканировать дальше.
Be advised that Hyperion document
Где еще тут у вас
are now
хуманы?
complete.
Ты не хуман. А вас тут можно просканировать? Вот тебя, лысого. Ты вроде ж техником был.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the
Negative match.
Негатив
All
матч.
non-relevant repair requests are
Так,
currently on
ладно.
hold until power coupling is complete.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have?
Нексуса на Гиперионе. Ага. Побежали. Потому что мне... сюда.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power
Ну
draw
да.
is now at 100%.
Поехали.
Negative match.
Негатив матч. Вон, вижу одного.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he? Dale Atkins, right?
Надо было
We need
дослушать.
to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Теперь это так называется?
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Ваши действия невозможно оправдать.
Whatever happened back then, hurting people now makes no sense.
What do you know? I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Это не от меня зависит.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
Куда мне теперь? Что мне еще из квестов? Не, приоритетные не надо. Союзники, пропавшие ковчеги. А ну-ка, это... Не, это не здесь, ладно. На Nexus смотреть место убийства. Так, дополнительные камни для науки, пропавшие ученые. Выполненные, понятно. Ладно, тогда... Смотреть место убийства. Так, а куда мне хоть бежать-то, чтобы улетать? Хм. Где наш ангар? Сволочи. Так, атриум. Это карта, но это явно не для меня. А с другой стороны, просто стенка. Ладненько, так. Угу. А, тут командный центр и криоотсек. И разные... Ну, схожу в криоотсек. Возможно, там как раз шаттлы будет. Может и нет. Здравствуйте, что тут у вас творится? Недополученные навыки? Так, сколько он? Ну я уровень получил. Биотика, естественно, первым делом. Так, тяга. Время скорость перезарядки. Тут тоже скорость перезарядки будет. Нет, это время действия, радиус. А где еще Или я не смогу вообще там понижать суммарную. Хотя. Плюс 3 биотика, урон от умения. Скорость что? Скорость перезарядки. Угу. Каждым очком навыка вложены в группу биотических навыков. Вот это интересно, надо вкачивать, значит, здесь сюда. Увеличивает урон биотических умений, их силу с каждым очком. То есть я, скажем, беру себе... Уже у меня 3 вложены. Привет. Ну, я не знаю, больше как японец, скорее. По крайней мере, его батя напоминал Шансунга, по-моему, из Mortal Kombat. Из фильма. Так, боевая биотика и скорость. Отлично. Подтвердите, выйти. Все. Что ты мне скажешь, Найджел?
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
Скорблю о твоей утрате.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. We were gonna start families out here together. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Вообще было сложно выбрать из начальных лиц какого-то наименее уродливого, потому что они все уродливые были. Потом еще и дорабатывать пришлось.
Fisher, glad to see you're doing better.
That was some expedition, hey? Captain said I'm going in the log as the first human to make contact with the kid. And Kirkland's the first casualty. Wish it could have gone differently.
Это кетты виноваты.
Wasn't your fault. It's obvious the Ket aren't friendly. Nothing we did could have changed that.
I suppose you're right. It's just not what you dream about. Meet a new species and 3 seconds later they're trying to kill you.
I hear you. But I guess that's life. Not everyone will see things our way. In the meantime, chin up. It'll get better.
Так, кто тут еще? Доктор Карлайл.
Ryder, good to see you. Damn shame about your dad, though. I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
Как он умер?
I haven't heard how he died.
Like a hero. That's how. That's the only part that matters. I've met one Pathfinder, well, two with you. But I figure that's the way to go. Taking your last breath on an uncharted world.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Now I just need to make sure your sister here pulls through.
Остаешься на Гиперионе?
Are you staying here on the Hyperion?
You know that moment when you realize you're just getting too old? Ha, right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens. For me, it was Habitat 7. Watching you guys running around, dodging lightning and the cat, it's a young man's game. Pains me to admit it, but it's passed me by.
Что вы будете здесь делать?
What will you do on the Hyperion?
We still have thousands of people taking a nap here, and they need tending to. And this way I can look out for Sarah.
Что с моей сестрой?
How's Sarah doing?
Her condition's stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so she's dreaming. Means all the wiring still works.
How'd this happen?
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the Scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in. It's a vulnerable moment, coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham! The circuits fried and overloaded the neural pathways. Don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another rider.
Вот, дефолтная симпатичная, но когда выбираешь кастомизацию, там такого варианта нет почему-то. Хотя бы могли добавить, чтобы чуть-чуть еще доработать, допилить, как тебе нравится. И использовать. Так, что вас привело в Элей?
How did you end up with the initiative?
Well, you reach a point in life where you wonder, is that all there is? I'd accomplished everything in the Milky Way I could. I was locked into a future of diminishing returns. So coming here was the world's biggest midlife crisis. A chance to wake up in the morning and feel hope instead of arthritis.
До встречи.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
Don't be a stranger. If anything changes with Sarah, I'll let you know.
Я тебе потом скрин скину, как я ее доработал у себя.
Ryder.
Hayes, how's the wound?
Doc says I'll live. So this goes from a life-threatening gunshot to a story I'll tell my grandkids someday.
With no need to exaggerate. That was a tough fight on Habitat 7.
Just glad to be on the other side of it.
Так, что у нас тут еще? Больше никто не хочет со мной говорить. Ну, это коридор с капсулами. Так, куда мне тогда бежать, чтобы уже лететь по планетам? О! Неписи гладкие криминалы. Скользят. Красота. О, с тобой еще не говорил, Грир.
Greer, how you feeling?
Grateful. If you and Liam hadn't found me in that cave, God knows what those aliens would have done.
We couldn't leave a man behind.
Yeah, your father, and Kirkland.
Нам будет их не хватать.
We'll never forget their sacrifice. It's a brave thing, risking your life for the greater good.
Yeah, just seems unfair. We barely got here. I'm sorry I'm not out there with you, but Kirkland was a friend, and I'm not cut out for this anymore.
Understood. Habitat 7 was a nasty wake-up call. You take care, Greer.
You too. Thanks again.
Так. В командный центр опять. Может, я тут не заметил второе место для перемещения. В ангар. Или дверь не заметил. А ну-ка. Жилая палуба. Нет, тут только жилая палуба. А это что за вопросик? А ну-ка.
are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
Так. А, это торговец. Ну, а что неизвестно? Это его уже встречал. Отдел колонизации. Так, штаб первопроходцев. Не, правда, а куда мне бежать-то?
I'm certain, Professor.
А, мне же еще с Сэмом надо было поговорить где-то вроде как.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but...
Ну, это не карта, а журнал. Этот пусть останется выделенным. Так, дополнительные задачи. Утраченный брат. А, ну это я взял, понял. Союзники, отношения, пропавшие ковчеги, нет. Вот, приоритетная задача. Поговорить с Сэмом на Гиперионе. Так, оно меня ведет вниз. А, ну, переместиться. Понял. Так. Я тут какую-то дверь пропустил или еще что? Угу. Модуль Сэма. А впереди-то чего? Что это у нас за дверь? Мужик. А, каюта отца. Ну, ничего, так просторно. Тема архивации.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Общие записи о добытии из Млечного Пути.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
Азарий археолог. Доктор Ляра Тассони. Ну, а кто бы еще?
Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sisters mentioned Dr. Tassoni. An expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto data pads.
Доктор Тассони, сообщение 1.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful.
А Ляра ж ведь могла и дожить до этого времени еще. Сколько там, по 1000 лет живут. Доктор Тассони, сообщение 2.
Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Другие темы. Последняя запись.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Sarah. Dr. Tapero says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. how can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
Так, другие записи. Давай зашифрованную запись номер 1. Потом будет открываться. Понятно. Да, пошли отсюда. Хотя, может, у него тут еще что-то интересное. О, кофемашина.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Моделька Нормандии. Ура! Тут их тоже, что ли, собирать можно?
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times. Printed books.
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were pathfinders too.
Как-то только это больше похоже на бухгалтерские папки.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
А говоришь, надо будет найти.
When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct? The Prothean civilization spanned the galaxy, and it took centuries to confirm that all members of the species really had died out. While it's possible that living Protheans may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day, the chances are statistically trivial. Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology.
Ты имеешь в виду файлы в папках? Ну, он же сказал printed books, то есть они распечатаны были. Хотя, может, он сам их на принтере распечатал. Антон Босс, привет. Так. Какие-то еще аудиозаписи я пропустил тут? Нет? Вот что лежит.
When studying an extinct race, it is important that our preconceptions and current knowledge not color the facts. We must look to the evidence itself. The Protheans constructed the Citadel and an incredible network of mass effect relays. This speaks to a culture of the highest order. Of an enlightened race that was in harmony with its people, free of conflict and strife.
Антон Босс
Without the
подкинул
ability
5.
to study a living example, however, this can never be determined with 100% accuracy.
Спасибо. Не ожидал я, что этот донат вживую. Ой, не донат, это алерт увижу вживую. Так. Модуль Сэм.
Hello, Scott. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
К чему такая секретность?
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Чтобы никого не напугать.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Так. Только командовать буду я.
But the human's still in charge, right?
Of course. I was never intended to supplant the Pathfinder, only to support and enhance your abilities.
Good to hear. So what's the plan?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
То есть надо было сначала зайти сюда, а потом уже и в каюту. Так, солдат профиль, адепт профиль. Я могу, то есть, получается, скажем, вкачать себе обилки солдата и тогда переключаться на него. Штурмовик, 3 очка. Ну, в общем, 3 базовых и комбинации. Биотика, техника, боевые биотические, боевые технические, технические биотические. Ну да, понятно. Все возможные комбинации. Не думаю, что буду этим заниматься. Останусь на биотике. Может, в каюте что-то новое появилось. О, активатор памяти появился.
Sam? What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father, and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
То есть это что-то вроде местных коллективов получается?
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay. Something new every day.
Воспроизведи.
Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own 5 senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
Alec.
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
He told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Wow. Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
Просто он так жил.
It's how Dad was wired. He didn't like to lose, in any situation.
It would seem that included me.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it.
Так, тут еще появились новые фразы, да? Способности Сэма.
What are your capabilities?
Each arc houses a SAM, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed by Alec Ryder to support Pathfinders and their teams.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How'd my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
Другие Сэмы.
So there are other Sams out there?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure. I am the most advanced Sam in the initiative.
Ничего страшного. Слушай, я ж доиграл Barrel at the Sea. Прям прикольно сделали, что как бы и затравку первой игры показали. И что мы послужили ее причиной. Так, мой имплант.
What more can you tell me about my implant?
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same stimuli you do while in the field. This raw data enables me to provide real-time feedback and analysis of the situation.
Then Dad added the secret sauce.
He removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Только будь осторожен.
Uh-huh. Just promise you won't fry my brain or anything.
Trust is an important concept in any relationship. Alec taught me that. I will not fry your brain. It would end badly for both of us.
Me more than you.
Местонахождение Сэма вот еще пропустил.
I take it you're based here in Samnode?
Correct. This is where my core processing unit resides. However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission team, even over great distances.
Состояние сестры.
Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
Симбиотические отношения.
What did you mean by a symbiotic relationship?
Symbiosis is a mutually beneficial relationship between two life forms. A flower provides nectar to a bee, who in turn provides pollen for the flower. The bee gains nourishment, and the flower can propagate. In similar fashion, my own evolution was shaped by your father's experiences, and will now expand with yours. In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties. We each benefit.
Ну, до встречи. Пойду дальше тогда на планету лететь. Отправиться на свой корабль. Во, появилась наконец. Только как теперь сюда на него попасть? И затрем. Наверное, опять же монорельсом. Угу. Переотсек. Вот стыковочный отсек появился. Это на круглой штуковине.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style. They call her the Tempest.
Да, что-то немного, конечно, FPS приседает. Может, вертикальную синхронизацию вырубить? Красивый кораблик. Так, кстати, я еще не нашел, как броню перекрасить, если тут есть эта возможность.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
В чем дело?
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Какие-то сложности?
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest's supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right?
Сейчас хрест в табло.
Came here with the family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Прекрасно.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Интересно, ее можно будет себе брать в качестве помощника на миссии?
Everything state-of-the-art. Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Glad to see you're doing so well, Scott.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer. Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
Выйдет отличное приключение.
It's really gonna be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Так, мостик подождет, сначала надо осмотреть корабль. Настройку. Так, игра, настройки. Не управление. Графика. Так, где? Эвосинк. Или он в видеовыводе? Стоп, чего? Она у меня написала выключить. Да, принять. Окей, все. Может, чуть-чуть помочь сохраниться. Точнее, с
The meeting
проседаниями
room.
неожиданными.
You can make vid calls from the central table or just get the crew together.
Мгм. Так, ладно. На мостик мы потом пойдем.
We
Где
call
наши
this the
каюты?
research room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the Nexus from here.
Угу. Вот с этими всеми можно поговорить еще. Что мешало сделать мини-карту? Не помогло. Ладно, потом
Pathfinder, check this
завтра
toy.
прикручу настройки немного.
Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
Always game for new toys.
This makes use of old ones. Like anything you grabbed on Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down and give you options.
Мы стали падальщиками.
I'll take any advantage I can get, even if it's exploring junk.
Hey, with tech like this, it won't be junk for long. Not after we're through. If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
Так, научный терминал. Выберите исследование, чтобы открыть новые чертежи и усиления при помощи добытых научных данных. Выберите разработка, чтобы создавать новые предметы и улучшения. Угу. Давай исследования посмотрим. Оружие. Ага, то есть я могу получить новые стволы таким образом. Пистолет-гремучка. Как тебя сравнить? Больше урон примерно на 2-3. Не, стоп, 99-65. Примерно на 200%, да? Скорость ниже, вес больше. Ладно, пока не буду. Что мне вообще нужно? Штурмовки и пистолеты. Хотя, наверное, тут можно и все тягать. И дробовики, и снайперку. Похоже, такого ограничения по оружию нет, и оно не будет влиять мне на вес. Ой, и на перезарядку обилок. В третьей было. Снайпы. О, меч Азари даже есть. Прикольно. Роганский молот. Крушить всех по головам. Это штурмовки. Так, циклон скорострельного требует прогрева. Угу. ППшка. Надежный автомат. Стандартное оружие охраны инициативы. Ну, если его сравнить с пистолетом. Меньше урон, больше скорость, больше магазин, больше боезапас. Но точность ниже. И вес ниже. Угу. Но на них еще нужно много очков. А я свой не могу прокачать, вот интересно, который уже есть. Наручи единения кеттов. Это что такое? Плюс 3 боевого оружия урон, плюс урон от оружия. Это все выше и выше. Мне нужно что-то, что будет... Ага, еще и ресурс нужны. Мне нужно что-то, что будет, скажем, помогать мне усиливать мою биотику. Ну, в принципе, получается, боевое умение урон это увеличивает урон любых скиллов. Я защитник аллея. Угу. Вот урон умениями. Плюс урон от оружия. Угу. Ну, на него нужно 230 и куча ресурсов. Усиление что? Редкие материалы, которые можно использовать с определенными чертежами. Угу. Дополнительные пассивки, то есть. И что такое, неизвестно. Разработка. Сколько всего интересного. Снайпа, это тоже снайпа. Хотя, стоп, или иконка не значит. А, вот штурмовка, а ты... Дробовик, наверное, это значит. Только я не пойму, что именно на фоне, как в прицеле. Я думал, это из-за снайперки. Так, ладно, пистолет. 24, ну, сравнить давай. Меньше урон. Больше вес. Понятно, штурмовка. Чуть больше урона, где-то наполовину. Скорострельность повыше, не на треть. Один, так, ну вес бешеный. На что влияет вес, я пока не пойму тут. Давай сравним его с... А, я не с тем сравнивал. Или... Нет, М3 хищник. М3 хищник это же пистолет мой. Лимаки можно себе крафтить, но у меня ресурсов не хватает некоторых. Известно, это что, особые предметы, нет доступных чертежей. Первая вкладка просто то, что я именно могу уже скрафтить. Мотыга 1. Штурмовка, так. Ладно, пока я этим заниматься, наверное, не буду. Задания для ударных отрядов я их уже отправил. Биолаба.
That's the biolab. We can grow plants for food and oxygen, keep any specimen safe.
Так. А это у нас что за место? Здоров, мужик.
Hi there. Can we talk and stuff later? I've got some last minute adjustments. She'll be ready to go when you are.
А, это ядро.
We're almost out there.
Hello.
Finally.
I've just got to finish this download from the Nexus. We'll be ready for launch.
Так, а где каюты? Ниже. И тут много-много людей, с которыми мне надо поговорить еще. Привет, Ветра.
Securing cargo and checking everything made it on board. The bridge report's ready.
А, еще и лифт есть. Ну, хотя бы по лестнице можно спуститься. Спасибо. Не приходится ждать, пока лифт приедет. С тобой поговорить можно? Кора.
Ryder. Finalizing orders, flight plan, command access. Ready when you are.
Тут еще и пешкадралом можно пройти, да? Или это как раз к каютам ведет? Алексей.
Excuse me. I need to make sure we have everyone's medical files from the Nexus. Come by after launch, and we can catch up properly.
Станция сброса навыков. Не хочу я сбрасывать, я и так все хорошо вкачал.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
Поможет мне кто-нибудь диван передвинуть? Не прямо сейчас, но список я уже составляю. Лучше, если вы биотик или тягаете железо. Плачу пивом или что там еще есть. Лиам. Комментарий. Это серьезно, Суви. Я не шучу, когда дело касается удобного сидения. Лиам. Добро пожаловать в новую инфосеть. Поздравляем, первопроходцы с успешной установкой инфосети версия 3.4. Теперь вы и ваша команда будете в курсе последних событий на буре. В инфосети. Комментарий. Я всем дал пользовательский доступ. Пробуйте. Попробуйте. Кора. О. Душ на 2 персоны. а толкан на одну. Вау.
These are the Pathfinder's quarters. Your quarters. Sam's router is down there too.
О, настройка одежды и брони. Так. Длинная рукава. Куртяк. О, давай куртяк. И настроим цвет. Цвет одежды 1. Так. Давай как-нибудь так. Цвет одежды 2. Это что? Белые части. Давай зелеными сделаем. Как и раньше было. А блин, ну а точку передвинуть. И нельзя прям указать значение свое, нет? Ну, пусть так будет. И цвет одежды 3. Какой бы тебе сделать? Ярко-синий. Нет, желтый это будет какой-то слишком светофор. Вот. Отлично. Подтвердить. А теперь давай броню. Оттенок по умолчанию. Автоматический. Цвет под броню, а также цвет всех элементов брони подбирается автоматически в зависимости от цвета нагрудника. Нет, давай свой оттенок. Хе-хе-хе. Розовый. Ну, так. Обманули, это не тот. Во. Цвет одежды 1, тогда зеленый, наверное, делаю. Угу. Цвет одежды 3. Вот так. Отлично. А какие узоры есть? Может, без узора оставить? Это немного меняет. Ладно, будет без узора. Подтвердить. О! Фэшн готов.
Verifying my connection from Hyperion to the Tempest. The Nexus confirms we're free to depart.
Пыжак, кому Райдер от Герик. Первопроходец, я очень рад был встретиться с вами. Может, вы, как наш коллега, поможете нам с экспериментом? Здесь на Нексусе есть один интересный малый, юный пыжак, которого люди иногда зовут космической обезьяной. Он используется в эксперименте по влиянию жизни на корабле на различные живые организмы. И мы надеемся, что вы сможете взять его на борт бури. Забрать его можно из общественной зоны Нексуса в любое удобное время. Не волнуйтесь, он весьма дружелюбный, и правила его содержания очень просты. Не кормить после 23-59, не купать в ванной, не мыть под душем. И, пожалуйста, не подвергайте его долгому воздействию солнечной радиации. Профессор Герик. Прекрасно. Так, мне нужен этот скрин. А ну, он хоть у меня нормально сохранился? Да. У меня будет свой гремлин. В виде пыжака. Интервью. Кому? Райдер от Керри Тевеса. Первопроходец. Я снимаю фильмы, мне нужна помощь с последним проектом. Он будет настоящим историческим событием, как и ваши подвиги. Мы можем встретиться на Нексусе и поговорить. Мне проще всего на словах объяснить. Керри Тевеса. Это что? Модель ракеты SpaceX? Да ладно. Особая доставка. DLC-шные шмотины всякие. Толстовка. Так, надо глянуть. Что-то мне из брони предлагают. Неплохой вид. Что? Музыка. Тут это будет. Так. Толстовка. Ой, не. Это жесть какая-то. И атлет тоже жесть. Давай крутяк оставим. Теперь нужно забрать гремля, то есть пыжака. И поговорить с той Керой, как тебя звали-то? Уже забыть успел. А тут стекло. А это что? А, это на мостик. Тут я еще не был, вроде как. Привет, Лиам. А, не, был. Где выход, собственно, отсюда? Так. Журнал. Тайны семьи Райдера. Дополнительные. Встретиться вот с Керри, да? Меня сюда ведут или как-то по-другому надо пройти? Ну да, через мостик.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions. You must be Ryder, Galojath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course. I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Я все еще учусь.
I'm new to this. Being a Pathfinder running a ship?
You'll be fine. As for the ship, I can help. I knew the Tempest when she was a blueprint. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
So how do I...
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
Сменить галактику тоже большое дело.
We signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
Мелти, я еще даже не начинал основательно. Я только-только вот собираюсь лететь на первый планету. Это нужно мне вернуться, забрать пыжака Гремлина и с кем-то там еще поговорить. Мы справимся.
Things seem bad, but we've already beaten the odds, and we'll beat them again. You know it, I know it. So let's show them what we got.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
Почему как у бомжа? Это вершина фэшена. Ты только глянь на такие цвета. Видишь, ни у кого нету, все в каких-то белых шмотках, серых, а у меня цветастый.
To Eos, then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
Two failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
Так, подождет.
I'm picking up
Илос.
something.
Мне нужно обратно на Nexus. Да, хочу. Это можно пропустить, нет? Я надеюсь, не на каждом придете сюда, мне придется ждать по столько времени, чтобы оно меня приземлило. Так, это я попал в какую-то новую
Ryder,
зону.
isn't it? Kerry Tevessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tanz asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
Вы очень любите свою работу.
Nice to see someone so devoted to her work.
That's kind. Sometimes the camera makes people shy away from me.
That's a shame.
So that's what I need. The truth, I mean. Someone needs to record the history we're making.
Это очень благородно.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for.
Я буду участвовать.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
Нет, нужно все исправить.
We still have to fix them. Everyone, leaders included, needs to pitch in. Let's be honest about these challenges and how we're going to face them.
Nice. Won't make you popular with the leaders, but it's good to hear. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later.
Задал один вопрос и все.
More fun than I expected. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
Так, кто мне обещал пыжака? Нет. Траченный брат не то. Тю. Ладно, осмотрюсь. О, тут еще и магазины есть.
Hiya. Nice to see you again.
Снова? Да я ж только первый раз сюда пришел. У меня еще и шлем, броня есть какие-то. А ну-ка. Или это чертежи? Так, шлем 3 штуки. Ну это ж шлемы из DLC, я даже не знаю, есть ли смысл их использовать. Повышение опыта. Максимальный боезапас, минус 10 веса оружия. Угу. Ладно, пока не буду менять, похожу со стандартным. Ага. Так, а это, получается, скажем, это верхняя левая часть или верхняя правая на карте? Я понял, где мы оказались. Когда мы были тут в прошлый раз, тут было темно.
Sure. Let me know what materials you need, and I'll find you something.
Need help?
Так, ты дробовик, ты снайпа. Угу. Ну, вот это можно взять, скажем. Хотя у нее точность выше. Угу. Потом я ее смогу, интересно, прокачать. А, стоп, это мои предметы. Что я смотрю? Это... Все, понял. С этой стороны надо глянуть. Сокол, штурмовая винтовка редкая. Так. Ясно.
That's a relief.
Тут хрень всякая, которая мне пока не нужна. Ну ладно. Так, как я могу ее использовать? Как я переодену мод себе доступного? X разобрать. Не, разбирать я ее не хочу. Это что? А, настройки, профили, навыки. Понятно. Да, где пыжак? Ты мне его должен дать, нет? Ветра. Ну ты что тут делаешь?
Don't shove the crate off the... You shoved the crate off the ramp. Where do they find these people?
Keeping tabs on things back here?
Yeah, I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to check in person.
Ну, расслабься же немного.
Shore leave is for relaxation. Take some time off. Get a massage. Centurions even get massages?
Sort of. We get vibrations through the carapace with a hammer. Ugh, not for me. I'm fine, just people watching.
Блин, ветра прикольная. Керри.
Hi there.
Меня что, обманули? Мне не дадут животинку? Ну, может, на карте где-то видно. Ну, вернусь на корабль, посмотрю еще раз письма. Такими темпами я отсюда не улечу уже фактически. Так, надо проверить, нельзя ли какие-то файлы удалить, чтобы эти видео мне не показывались.
Cora wanted to check in with you.
Корра подождет. Так, о, станция снаряги. Вот, то, что нужно. Так, что я могу себе... Пистолет. Давай хищника, а теперь его сравнить надо. Так. Этот зарядник 600 меньше урона, не фигня, а рейнджер. Чуть-чуть на треть меньше урона, но выше скорость. Ага, это ППшка. Не, пистолет. Меньше точность. Не. Пусть будет хищник. А я ж могу, наверное, тут и слоты себе поставить что-нибудь, нет? Штурмовка. Так, пистолет первого... Чё, пионер первопроходец. Беру. Ну и в нее что-нибудь еще вставить. Все-таки вес действует. То есть... Давай вообще штурмовку уберем. Кстати, что они обе были отмечены? Ставим только какой-нибудь себе легенький пистолет. А тебя... Я отсюда не могу убрать. Убрать, во. Дополнительные слоты и прокачка открывается. Хотя, стоп, я ж могу, получается... Ну, вес 25, вес 25. Скорость оснащения 100. Во. То у меня больше полоска была красная из-за того, что я себе 2 штурмовки повесил. Пробивной урон, пробивная дальность. Так, объем магазина. Вот точность ставлю и дуло. Ближнебойка. Понятно, вариантов других нет. Шлем инициатива, броня инициатива. Пусть пока и остаются расходники. Зажигательный. Хорошо, пусть тоже остается. Да, ветру можно с собой таскать. Броню перекрасить нельзя им. Парабиотик. Ну, пусть она и будет пока, ладно. Что тут можно еще? Импульсные патроны, криво, усиливающий набор. А где это я?
Can you drop by the biolab?
Биолаба. Если вспомню, где она.
Our tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate technical work.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Спокойнее.
Your biotics always do that when you're maybe stressed?
I got it. I'm good. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick though, like losing the old man.
Ты служил в десанте Азари?
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
Вы с отцом были близки?
You were his second in command. Were you friends too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
Я пока тут, мы можем поговорить.
I know it's not the same, but I'm a good listener.
I hope you're as good at being Pathfinder. I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
Мы поладим.
You, me, Side by side? I like the sound of that.
Don't be charming when I'm mad at you.
Are you? You're not glowing. Blushing, maybe.
Look, there's still the mission. A lot of dreams to fulfill.
Будет непросто.
Even if we get there, there's a mountain of hard work ahead.
Working hard was never my problem. Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Так, наверное, надо будет поосторожнее с фразами, которые сердечко иконку имеют. Так. Ты чё? Виткон? Не надо. Я хотел... Куда я хотел? А, в каюту свою. Сюда? Нет. А нет, дверь открылась. Пустите меня.
I'm in the armory.
В арморе? Ага. Нет, это не она.
Pathfinder making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Это не трущобы.
Hey, this is the most important part of the ship.
Whoa, don't tell me they put someone smart in charge for a change. I am at your command.
Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
Тяжело пришлось, наверное.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties. No real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
Ты найдешь свою цель в жизни.
We're exploring this cluster, eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Так, еще ниже. Я просто отсюда спрыгну, правильно. И вот она моя каюта, насколько я помню. Угу. Так, напоминание. Кому райд? Ага. От Кора. Спасибо за разговор. Теперь все воспринимается проще, хотя не исправлено до конца. Помни, что надо и собой заниматься. Работа важное дело, но свои переживания чуть не менее важны. Горе и страх не должны тобой править, пускай будут твоими верными слугами, защитниками госпожи. Утрата служит охотнице так же, как растопка служит огню. Эстерис, 12 листьев, стих 132. Кора. По скриптум. С растениями все хорошо. Мы с Сэмом потихоньку разбираемся в ботанике. Интересно. Ага, и я могу в архив перемещать то, что уже прочитал. Восстановление внешности. Кому Райдер от Лекси. Райдер, я завершил анализ растений, полученных на жилище 7 во время падения. Ну, 2 падений. Включая повреждение лица разбитым шлемом. Разрывы скальпа заживают неплохо. Если есть желание проследить за процессом заживления, в медотсеке Бурибу установлен комплекс восстановления внешности. Изучение опасных планет не проходит бесследно. Комплекс может нести любые изменения в вашу внешность быстро и безопасно. Кэлла говорит, что там все работает на старомодном ксеноне. Верно же, что это очередная его шуточка. Лекси. А, то есть я могу еще и себе морду менять в любой момент. Я просто не взял квест. Чё ты, зараза? Мартышки в космосе. И я еще хотел к ветре зайти. Где она только сидит-то? Лекси, Сэм, Лиам, ветра. Ага, я примерно в нужном направлении бегу.
I'll talk to someone. Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Младшая сестра, да?
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
Все лучше, чем Nexus.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Ты полна энергии, это хорошо.
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
We need that sort of drive. I just hope I can keep up.
You'll keep up. And I promise I won't tell if you don't. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Так, ладно, поговорили с ней. А что тут еще есть хорошего? А ничего, понятно. Есть что?
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Откуда у тебя дела?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
Что еще за понт?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
Не хватает мне этого.
I wanted adventure and mystery at the edge of known space. There was so much to see. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
Мечта о приключениях.
I hoped my Alliance career would lead to adventure, exploring, hunting dangers in the dark. Didn't happen. Couldn't. But here, everything's new. And I want to see it all.
I don't hear idealist a lot. Everyone's cynical.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
Так. Но мне легко приходится.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You've got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
Так, с кем я тут еще могу поговорить? Или сначала лучше вернуться за пыжаком? Лиам поговорил, Ветра поговорил, Лекси, вот, наверное, и Сэм. А, Сэм у меня в каюте. Чё ты? Куда-то... Ага, сюда. Медицинский отсек, да?
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Добро пожаловать.
Happy to have you, Dr. DePero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
Все будет хорошо.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the Ket?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
Каждый таит в себе сюрпризы.
I had no idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner, maybe?
Oh. Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
What's your type?
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically without distractions.
Am I distracting?
Not nearly as much as you think you are. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
Средняя продолжительность жизни кетов, пока они не словят достаточно свинца. Так, давай лифт. Интересно, тут можно раздавить себя лифтом? С кем на этом этаже я еще не поговорил? Кора поговорил вроде как. Ил, Суви, Кэлла. Это на мостике, туда я пока не пойду. Хотя, стоп. Как мне отсюда выйти-то? Через мостик? Ну да, посмотреть на космос, потом...
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus.
Давай с тобой поговорим.
Ah, Pathfinder. It's so wonderful to meet you. I'm Dr. Suvi Anwar, assigned to act as liaison between your crew and the Nexus science team.
У нее что, причесон такой же, как у меня? Добро пожаловать.
Welcome to my team. I look forward to working with you.
Likewise. I can't wait to get to work. There hasn't been much to do so far, unfortunately. I've studied all the planetary scans. I've even had some hands-on experience with Helios soil samples. If you want, I'll send you my analysis on the native bacteria and microfauna. 60 pages.
О, масштабно.
That's a lot of pages. About dirt.
Oh, you don't have to be kind. I know it's barely more than a summary. Anyway, I've waited months to get out there to see Helios. It's why I joined the initiative. The Milky Way was just a corner of a vast universe, a corner of a tiny corner. We're the ones who got to step out of that corner. It's incredible.
I guarded a mass relay for some time. I always wanted to see the other side.
I totally know what you mean.
So will you be joining us on missions?
Oh, that's funny. Me, out there, with the guns and the danger and everything.
Совсем не хотите попробовать?
But don't you want to experience everything firsthand? I know I'd want to.
Oh, absolutely. But I know my strengths. Trust me, I'm far more useful to you in the laboratory. Anyway, I've just received some instructions from the science team, and I really should go over them. Later, then.
Так, ладно. Хотя можно с Кэллой еще разок поговорить.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
Говоришь, это ты его проектировал?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
Большой шаг ради одного корабля.
I like the Tempest, but I'm not sure I'd travel between galaxies for her.
The unknown frontier had its charms, too. It's just strange not having the rest of the design team. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Есть новости о Соларианском ковчеге?
Did you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Но ведь есть... Нет, мы их найдем.
Don't sweat it. We'll bring the Solarians home.
Of course we will. I just have to be patient, that's all. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Так, поговорили. Теперь сюда. Да, хочу я покинуть. Сколько можно? Реально, с такими долгими анимациями не захочешь прилетать на станцию. Пыжак, а где мой пыжак?
Here we are, one young Pyjack. Ready to see Andromeda, huh? Sam, can you send a note to Kesh? Make sure our new friend gets delivered to the Tempest.
Acknowledged.
Навестить пыжака на буре. Пошли. И снова долгая анимация, да? Угу. Где наш новый питомец?
Tied things up for the old ground team before I left. Early for so many goodbyes.
Oops. Looks like our Pyjack friend got out of his cage.
And one rider.
He'll be fine. Won't he? The exercise will probably do him good.
Что-то не приведет так к добру, наверное. Кора, ты по поводу него что-то скажешь? Нет, всего доброго.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Ну, квест по нему еще остался. И уже выполненные. Ага. Ну, я его забрал и все, получается. Или потом просто по прохождению сюжета мне откроются новые детали квеста.
Where's my data pad? Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
Тур системы. Так, что у нас тут
Anomaly
есть?
detected.
Пэйсинь, Гунчжэнь. Ну, надо осмотреть. А, все эти анимации. Так, что я могу тут сделать? Что это за мигающие точки? Это просто декоративное или мне направление какое-то показывает?
Anomaly on sensors.
Так, еще одна. Вот бы еще эти анимации вырубить. О, аномалия.
Probe away. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Название корабля Кариатида. Ну, посмотрим. А, просто ресурсы с него дали. Ну и больше ничего. Ой, пробел обзор системы.
Anomaly detected.
Давай теперь следующую. Аномалий никаких, ясно. И что там еще одна? Фейсинь.
Anomaly on sensors.
Угу.
Probes
Что мы
launched.
тут нашли?
I found something.
Вулкан. Недавно извергался. Ну покажи. Немного экспы, ясно. Так, 83.
Anomaly detected.
А, может тут еще где-то аномалию можно найти в системе? Да, понятно теперь.
Probe away. Getting a scan.
Угу. Залежи нулевого элемента. Забираем. Систему заценили 100%. Так, Пфайфер, Ифей, Эриксон. Давай по порядку.
This is about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here.
Угу.
I'm picking up something.
Ух ты, черная дыра. Ну, тут ничего и нету. Ладно. Причем мы можем и от нее улететь. Нормально. Неплохие у нас движки, раз даже притяжение черной дыры спокойно уходит. Аномалий нет. Ладно, следующая.
Anomaly on sensors.
Ага, тут есть зато. Вижу.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Люминтий. Пригодится в хозяйстве. Так, тут опять ничего нету. И тут ничего нету. Да вы издеваетесь, дайте хоть какую-нибудь интересную штуковину еще на планете. Ни хрена. Ладно, полетели дальше. Эфей с чистого листа. Ну, значит, сюда. Хотя на Эриксоне других квестов нету. Можно сначала его глянуть.
So this is where the human ark first entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call.
Так, смотрим. Жилище 7. Знакомая планета. Побывали уже там.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Satellite detected.
А, это мы его скинули, небось. Получены научные данные. То не мужичок в прицеле был, то циркуль в прицеле.
Anomaly detected.
Где твоя аномалия?
Probes launched. Anomaly found.
That's the research vessel Dr. Aridana informed us of. There are no life readings within.
She'll want to know.
Уже я левелап получил. Так. 4-й уровень, я еще даже первую планету не исследовал. Замечательно. Можно больше.
I'm picking up something.
Нашли.
Deploying probe. We've got a crater.
Офигеть. Такой интересный кратер, что даже дал мне экспу.
Anomaly detected.
А это что у нас?
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
5 алюминий. Такими темпами я себе Могу самолет собрать. Но тут ничего нет. Угу. Значит, полетели в Пифей.
System Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated EOS.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
EOS подождет, тут много других планет.
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
О, железо. 114 чего? Тонн, например. Или килограмм. Хотя, если на крафт шмота нужны единицы, это, скорее всего, килограммы. Так, N060. И снова ничего. Ладно, дальше. Тебя давай.
I'm picking up something. Probe away. Satellite detected.
Угу. Хорошо. Еще один спутник нашли. Так, дальше. Тебя, Пеле. Так, обзор системы. Концу.
I'm picking up something.
Где? Где ты пикинап? Ага, очередные залежи.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Бериллий. Пригодится в хозяйстве. Все в дом, все в семью. Так.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the cat.
Ну, полетели. Да, у меня все тут хорошо. Подтвердить набор. Пошли. А, прокачаться еще надо будет, когда приземлюсь.
Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
What? I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on EOS. I can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. Okay.
Я готов к приключениям.
This is exactly why we came.
Что у него с головой произошло?
A new ship.
Ну,
I can't wait to
проверю.
get both a little dirty.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Чё там Ильям сзади пристроился?
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
Сейчас выпущу, подожди. Так,
What are we even
секунду.
supposed to do here?
Так, я тут. Биотика. Что мы... А сдерживание это что такое? Усиливает контроль биотика над полем эффекта массы, обеспечивание превзойденный уровень, манипулирование, длительность эффекта. Что еще ты предлагаешь? Действенность, пробой щита, вот полезно. Барьер. Угу. Плюс к щитам моим. Почему у меня уже 4 очка, кстати? Или просто на начальных уровнях давали по 3 очка, а теперь 4 будут? Щиты мне бы пригодились, но мне надо, скажем, еще вот это качать на тягу бросок. Давай скорость перезарядки. Так. И можно одну в барьер, одну в сдерживание положить. Щиты мне всегда пригодятся. Подтвердить. Готово.
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If EOS is like Habitat 7, that signal we scanned must be connected with the atmosphere. We could use the outpost's antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back on. They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
How would they know? They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make EOS a home.
Так, перспективность 2%. Что у нас тут? Утраченный брат. Можно начать с этого задания. Это посмотреть основное состояние прям рядом. Тогда... Что вы там кряхтите?
Door's getting emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just
Ветра кряхтит. Ладно, тогда утраченный брат.
say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
Ого, он забрался. А я туда, может, пока попасть не могу из этих полей. Понял.
Systems are failing, Pathfinder.
То есть, пока я, скажем, не изменю атмосферу я тут не смогу ничего сделать, чтобы выйти за пределы. Давай тогда приоритет. Да, очистить атмосферу от радиации. Все, понял. Как сюда войти? Где у вас двери-то? Нашел.
Got a code lock key.
Gives us access if we need it.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Что еще?
We suffered
Ой,
our first...
это то же самое. Так, дневник анализ ботаники. Пользователь Элисон Мэй, специалист по растениям. Новая запись. Что ты от нас скрываешь, Эос? Растения разрастаются с огромной скоростью, несмотря на здешний климат, от которого даже краска с металла слезает. Начинаю подозревать, что здесь не обошлось без какого-то электромагнитного воздействия. Я обнаружила какой-то сигнал не нашего происхождения, но это не по моей части. Может, просто совпадение. Направление отметила, конец записи. Угу. А ну это какой-то квест мне, по идее, дает еще. Раз иконка есть шестиугольная. Так. Пошли восстанавливать электропитание. Они могут не кряхтеть при каждом своем движении. Так, что вы тут для меня оставили на этой планете? Магнитоэкзогений. Утиль.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Ну, пошли куда только единственный путь ведет. Сообщение для Ника Таниопулиса. Люди начинают шушукаться. Они говорят, что я не жизнеспособен, что ничего не пойдет как задумано. Я знаю, что ты скажешь. Я не для того записался в инициативу, чтобы сидеть заперти в летающей жестянке. Обещаю, будет очень интересно, но попозже, когда у них будет больше времени, чтобы позаботиться о безопасности. Мама наказала мне следить, чтобы ты не порол горячку. Этим я и занимаюсь. Хотя бы подумай об этом ради меня. И почаще выходи на связь. Я теперь беспокоюсь совсем как мама. Уже сгрыз весь ноготь на мизинце. Судьба остальных моих ногтей зависит от тебя. Я тебя люблю. Так, ау. Простите, что снова вас беспокою. Несколько дней назад я просил сообщить мне о Лее Уэллс, но с тех пор мне ничего не поступало. Судя по всему, это сообщение даже не было прочитано. У вас все нормально? Свяжитесь со мной при первой возможности и передайте Лее, чтобы вышла со мной на связь. Так. Какая-то лаборатория. Контейнер. Забираю. Железо 340. 340 чего? Еще запись.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking sending us here? Eos might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close. Is a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team. But I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
Так. Консоль.
I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Наверное, восстановлю питание и закончу на сегодня. Так, выходим. И куда мне? Вдаль.
It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we can hunt that signal down.
Да уж, с радиацией я уже познакомился.
Pathfinder.
Too long.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Ну чё, паркур или не обязательно? А, тут лестница есть. Скучно. Под лестницей что-то интересное валялось. Контейнер. Иди ты. Ну, местным жителям, бывшим, уже это ни к чему, поэтому я заберу.
Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here? We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
Кто ты?
So you're a salvager. Got a name? I'm Ryder.
Clancy. Making an honest living by... Wait, Ryder? As in Pathfinder? The Nexus just can't let EOS go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help EOS. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Я разберусь с кетами.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Well, maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
Не, ну раз сейчас бой будет, тогда лучше уже отложить это на завтра. Все, сохраняю игру. Давай сюда, опять же. И хватит на этом. Спасибо за компанию и до встречи.